What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chronicles of Chef. I'm Scott Hamilton, and today we're gonna take our grilled veggies smoked sausage and we're turning it into smoked gnocchi salad. Pasta salad, delicious. Potato salad, also delicious. Gnocchi is pasta and potatoes. Why can't it be a delicious salad? Oh, but it can. We're gonna make a hot honey and Carolina Gold inspired dressing to go with it. This is gonna be your new go-to barbecue side. Let's get cooking. All right, mise en place is all done. We're ready to rock and roll on this smoked gnocchi salad. We've got our asparagus, corn, onion, and bell peppers. I just hit this with a little bit of salt and pepper. Remember, when you're doing your asparagus, just a little snap will tell you where the woody part ends, where the woody end ends, if you will. We also got some sausage. This is a Dr. Pepper sausage. There's all sorts of like Dr. Pepper and sodas in like all sorts of barbecue sauces. I've never tried these sausages before, so I'm really excited to see how they turn out and what they're gonna be like. So we'll kind of see, but I think that they're gonna be delicious, and I think it's gonna fit this like transforming pasta salad into a smoky barbecue flavored gnocchi salad. Speaking of gnocchi, on the package of the gnocchi that I got, it says you can air fry it. And if you can air fry it, then I think that we can smoke it. So I put the gnocchi in a pouch like this, and I hit it with some butter and some King's Peak seasoning from High Desert Kitchen, and also a little bit of the herbs that we're gonna put into the like hot honey mustard vinaigrette sauce thing that we're gonna make for this later on. My smoker's up and going, ready to rock and roll. Let's get cooking. First thing we get on is our sausages. Now that I've got the sausages on, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in our gnocchi, but I'm gonna go offset. So my heat's on this side, so I'm gonna bring it over here, because I don't want perfect actual like direct heat. Got that going, and so I'm gonna let those cook for a little while before we start grilling off all of our beautiful veggies. We're gonna move these guys over here. We got a good sear on at least one side, and we're gonna start loading up our veggies on here. First, we're gonna put down our corn, and we're gonna have this slightly off-centered heat so that it can start to kind of steam as well as get some good char marks. Then as I'm throwing down my peppers, I like to go skin side up first, so that way when I flip them over, they can start catching all that delicious juice. And of course, our onions, our asparagus, keeping everything nice and beautiful, and we're gonna let these just get some good char marks on them. All right, let's give these vegetables all a flip. I'm not looking for a whole lot of full-on cooking here. I just want some good char marks. I want to develop some caramelization, and I want to start softening them up. I want these vegetables all to feel relatively fresh. The salad can be eaten warm or cold, but the idea here is to make sure that we've got some good flavor imparted onto them, but they're still going to stay light and fresh, and they are looking beautiful. We've only really been grilling for about 10, 15-ish minutes. I think we're rocking and rolling, so I think it's time to pull these guys off. And remember, when you're par grilling things like this, we're not going to throw these in an ice bath. I'm just going to throw these in the fridge to cool them down, but we still want to have them in as singular lines as possible so they don't overcook. Look at all that juice. That's going to be delicious. We want all those roasted pepper juices, the sausage juices that was catching on them. We want all of those things. Should we check out the gnocchi? I think so. All right, let's look at this gnocchi. I haven't spilled too much everywhere. Oh, beautiful. I mean, look how beautiful that is. All right, it's softened up. Yeah, it's cooked. I think we can cook it a little longer. Ooh, those herbs are beautiful in there. We're going to let those kind of steam just a hair longer. We're going to call this corn beautiful done. I'm going to go get this in the fridge so it can start cooling so we can get making our salad. All the grilled veggies, the sausages, and gnocchi are cooling down to get ready to make our salad in a little bit. Let's go ahead and make our sauce. It's going to kind of be a inspiration of Carolina Gold meets Carolina mustard sauce. Meets a vinaigrette. It's gonna be rich, creamy, and delicious. I'm gonna tweak the ratio of my vinaigrette a little bit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my vinaigrette video here. I talk about the ratio, show you all different ways of how to make vinaigrettes. So this is kind of tweaking what we learned in that video. If you like learning those kinds of things, make sure you subscribe, because I post videos like this and like that every week. So, on to our sauce. Now, I wanna make at least a half cup of vinaigrette. So, I'm gonna start with 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And dump that in. Normally, my base ratio is 1 part vinegar to 3 parts oil, but on this, I'm doing a 1 to 2 ratio. So here is 6 tablespoons of oil. There we go. And that's gonna give us our base structure for this vinaigrette and sauce. Now, for our flavor and our stabilizers. I'm doing 2 tablespoons of a horseradish brown spicy mustard, 2 tablespoons of a honey mustard as well. I want the different mustard flavors. I want that heat. I want to be able to have a blend of those flavors. I've got a tablespoon of hot honey and 2 tablespoons of regular honey. So it's gonna be nice and sweet. Whoop. Kind of matching that Dr. Pepper vibes too. I'm hoping will give us some good sweetness in the sausages. I have about a half a shallot or one of those small shallots that we're gonna drop in here, and then about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. I left them whole because we're gonna hit them with an immersion blender, so I didn't bother slicing them. I got the stems of the parsley and some of the chopped up rosemary and thyme. Those are the herbs that we put on the gnocchi, and also the herbs that we're gonna sprinkle on this gnocchi salad to kind of bring it to life. So we're gonna match those in here. So just a little bit. We're gonna use some High Desert Kitchen King's Peak seasoning. Yeah, we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of this because I want that kind of smoky paprika flavors that are in here. And the mustards and the ginger and the herbs in there, I really want it to pop and really feel like it's kind of that barbecue-esque without being more like a Texas style sweet barbecue sauce. If you don't have an immersion blender like this, that's okay. Do this in a blender, that'll be just fine. Or chop everything up by hand, put it in a jar like I do in my video, and shake it all up. It's still gonna be delicious. This is gonna give us a little bit more rich, creamy, thicker kind of dressing because of the immersion blender is gonna whip it and be able to incorporate air while also forcing everything together. It's gonna be good. Here we go. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Oh yeah. Woohoo! There's that little bit of heat. You get a little heat from the horseradish, you get a little heat from the hot honey. This is really good, but I think the heat's subtle enough that my little man Max will still be able to eat it and not think it's too spicy. This definitely makes me think of like Carolina barbecue sauce, but also gives you like that honey mustard kind of vibe. Dressing is made, veggies have cooled down. Let's talk about how we want to cut and prep out all of our grilled off items. Our onions, we cut them nice and big, right? They're nice and thick, so they're easy to turn on the grill. They also cook really well. We want to just cut those into little wedges. Very simple, just for 2 cuts, just in half and in half. Bada bing, bada boom, easily done. Our bell peppers, we want to make sure that we save as much as all that juice that was in there as possible. And on these, we're just going to slice them through. See how they're still soft? They're pliable, they're soft, but they're holding together. That's the cook that we want them. And then it's just a quick, and you can go smaller than this. I like having kind of big peppers to float through it. The colors are gonna be really, really beautiful. And because of how we cooked them, texturally it's gonna be just fine. And everything in this is kind of chunky. If you went smaller than this, see how it's about similar size to your gnocchi? Even our bigger piece of onion, they're all similar sizes to our gnocchi, which is the one thing that we didn't cut and we don't have control over. We could chop it up, but why? Our asparagus, we're gonna go at an angle, and again, we're just looking for that kind of bite size, just a little bit bigger. We want green to pop. We want it to compare well to our peppers. See here, we're looking good like that. That's what we're kind of looking for. Gnocchi, peppers, I mean, they all kind of fit in a similar size, right? For the corn, it's really, really simple. We're just gonna go straight down the sides. If you want, buy pre-done roasted corn. You can buy it frozen. It's already cut off the cob, all that kind of stuff. Easy peasy, no stress. There's also nothing wrong with it. It'll be delicious. It'll save some time and some energy. I'm all for it. As long as you're eating delicious food, I'm for all those kind of little things. Let's talk this Dr. Pepper sausage. I'm very intrigued by it. I'm gonna cut in a similar fashion as everything else. I'm gonna go at a little bit of an angle just for kind of fun. And you can go straight like this. I'm gonna go around at an angle. I feel like it just makes it look a little more fancy, a little more fun. But we want them on the thin side, okay? Look at that, just like that. See, look, we got a little bit of a pink smoke ring, which is awesome. We should give these a try. That's weird. There's like a soda-ness to it. And you can kind of say that it's like Dr. Pepper-y, but just really like sweet. I don't know. I think it's gonna go really good with our hot honey Carolina mustard vinaigrette sauce that we made here. I'm not sure I would get these again. They're a little on the funky side. Not in a bad way, just really interesting. I think that I'd rather go with a more traditional smoked sausage or something else. And if you don't want to do this on the grill, like that's okay. Some pre-done, pre-smoked, already cooked kielbasas or anything like that would work great in this. You don't have to get all these ingredients and then cook them. Even a canned jar of roasted peppers to replace these peppers. You can go with raw onions or do like a pickled onion. All those things are just fine. I have these little like cherry mozzarella balls that I went ahead and I just kind of chopped up. At first I did kind of halves, and then I wanted them to be a little bit less bulky and be incorporated into the salad a little bit better, but still have them be presentable and present. So I just kind of ran my knife through after I cut them in half, and I got some different sizes, different things, which I think is going to be great. A great alternative to this mozzarella would be a cottage cheese. You do the large curd, and then you put it through a strainer. I did it in this video where I did a whole like grilled veggie salad with the balsamic vinaigrette. It's super easy, super delicious. You could use that technique instead of this, and it'll be great. Let's build this salad. First, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw in my corn. I'm going to throw in our gnocchi, throw in our cheese, our asparagus, our chopped up herbs. I did rosemary, thyme, and parsley. I just did the roasting blend that you can just grab right out of the fridge at your local grocery stores. Gives it this nice fresh kind of bringing things back to life. You get bright tartness from our vinaigrette, and then this is going to give it some like earth liveliness. It's going to be really good. Throw that in there. All right, now for all of our chopped deliciousness going in there. All this like oil down here, the bottom, all that liquid that was left over from everything, we want all of it. Get our dressing on here. I'm not going to use all of it, so I used about half of it, which is about a third of a cup or so. Now we're just going to give this a nice toss. Oh, look how beautiful. Look at all the colors. Let's see here. Just kind of dig in. Grab a little bit of everything that we can. Oh, yeah. This dressing's in the background, so I'm going to go a little bit more. And I also think that after this kind of sits for a little bit, oh, it's going to be so good. This might be my new favorite vinaigrette. All right, let's get this thing plated up and give it a final taste review. It's time to dig in and give this the full taste test. It's sat a little bit, things have absorbed, things are getting to know each other, and I think this is gonna be absolutely delicious. Gnocchi, cheese, little sausage situation. Oh yeah. That was a big bite, but it was delicious. Our dressing is nice and sweet. It's not too spicy, but you can tell there's a little heat there. If I was making this for just me, I would just use straight hot honey for the whole thing, and maybe even throw some like chilies or anything like that, because this could add some heat to it, and it would be fire. The mustard is phenomenal. It goes great with all the veggies, and then the cheese really does a great job of soaking in those things, but then give you a really rich, creamy kind of cooling essence to all of the things that are happening. Sausage, I still think I would go with a regular sausage. I think the Dr. Pepper sausage is gimmicky and kind of whatever. I wouldn't do it again. Whatever classic kind of sausage that you want to use, kielbasa, smoked sausage, even Italian sausage, I think would be really, really good in this. I think that this screams and feels like summer, and I like that it has barbecue flavors without being like ultra sweet or ultra smoky. It's just kind of subtle. The herbs combined with the zing and that vinegar from the apple cider really kind of keep this light and refreshing. I mean, obviously those grilled veggies are going to keep it nice and light, but it's also gnocchi and mozzarella cheese and sausage, so there's very heavy components, and so it feels filling, but also feels really nice and light. It can go with all sorts of barbecue, whether you're grilling, whether you're doing low and slow smoking, it doesn't matter. This needs to be on your table, whether it's a picnic table, your backyard table, or your dining table. It needs to be there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments, are you keeping your pasta salad or your potato salad? Or are you swapping it out for some gnocchi salad? Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and we'll see you next time.